Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, kids. This is your Nair, sir. Every teacher has got their way of teaching. I am adopting a methodology which I feel have shown a lot of improvement. I'll be in this class, I'll be taking matrices. But before that, let me just tell you how I teach and what is the idea of teaching behind this logic. I'll justify my logic. The way I teach across is I teach via a PowerPoint. Let me just share that. This is how I teach. I go through with the slide and kids, this particular slide presentation, you can ask for via sending me a WhatsApp message and I can share you the screen. Now, the whole idea behind sharing this is basically what happens is I can revise my entire lesson, before going for exam or whatever it is in less than 5 minutes. And why I say this is a very powerful way of teaching and learning is that you are seeing one screen at a time. You're actually seeing only one screen at a time. And when you see one screen at a time, that is only content which is going to your brain. And you are able to store that thing into your brain. Okay, that is the whole idea of a PowerPoint presentation teaching. Okay, now let's get into this is for class 12, matrices, lesson number 1. Let's kickstart this lesson. When I was thinking of matrices, I said, how can I make this subject very easy? It is a very easy subject and a very interesting subject and a very important subject because there are a lot of things that you're going to learn. If you know matrices, then you will know determinant. Okay, and there are a lot of other things which will follow further. So I found out an easy way out saying that, okay, when I go over here and I want to insert a table, okay, let me just change the color for this. Here, insert. I'm inserting this one. Okay. Now, if you notice this, I have inserted one row, two row, three row. I have inserted one column, two column, three column. Okay, and this is something connected with matrices. Excellent, very simple. Huh? So the same thing, if I just clear it off and I say, let me remove this. And if you understand this part will be slightly longer part, but I am very sure that once you know this, then it will make your lesson very easy. What is this now? I have inserted one row, second row, one column, second column. And in this lesson, you are going to learn something like this. Whenever I talk about matrices, okay, I am going to talk about row column. Okay, let me just remove this. And this particular lesson, you are going to study matrices. There will be order of matrices, like the one which I just explained to you. And whenever I'm going to write a matrix, I'm going to write a matrix like A is equal to, I'm just converting that. And this first line, this first thing is my first row. This is my second row. And this is my first column. This is my second column. Now, if you notice one thing, in this particular part, I have got some element over here. 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 Let me give a number to them. Anything I can give A because I'm using capital A, so I will use A. Now this happens to be the first row, first column, first row, first column. This happens to be the second row, first column. This one happens to be the first row, second column. And go further, second row, second column. Now, with mathematics, I'll just clear this again for now. I'll just come back onto my Excel. Okay, here's my Excel. Now, just imagine that I'm going on adding. Now, this is countable, but if I want uncountable one, I will probably take alphabets. And what I will say that, okay, let's remove this, come back. Okay, suppose if I want, I can represent my matrix. Okay, A11, A12, and this goes on. A21, A31 goes on. What is changing? This number is changing. So this number is what I'm going to change. And this is going to remain the same. And in this particular thing, this number is changing. So what will I do? A1 will be the same, and I'm going to write M. And here I'm going to write N. Now, if I continue writing like this, what will this become? A, N, N. And what am I saying? This matrix is in the form of M into N. I will be having matrices which will be 2 by 2. In grade 12, that is what I'm going to study. 3 by 3. Am I clear? And this lesson, why it is so important is just a quick recap. Okay? If you remember that you have studied linear equation, you have studied of one variable, you have studied of two variables. And what were you trying to find with the linear equation? With the linear equation, you were trying to find the value of x and y, x, y. I remember you reading, learning something like this: ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. And I'm giving, because I've got 2, so I will write a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. And what was I doing? I was trying to solve this and get the value for x and y. But the two variables are good. Now, there's no difficulty in finding a two variable. But imagine that if I have got okay, let me just change this and make it 3 variable. C1 Z, C2 Z, C3 Z is equal plus B. I can change on. And this is what you are going to learn. How do I get the value of x, y, z? Application, there are many applications for matrices that I will make a separate video and publish it. I will not try to divert the topic right now. So this is what you are learning. Now coming to PPT learning, let's go through with it. What are you going to learn in this particular lesson? These are the concept that you're going to make it: formation of an order matrix, formation and order of matrix, type of matrix, equal matrix, addition and subtraction of matrices. Whenever you're studying mathematics, it's all about addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, multiplication is there for you. You're going to find the element, unknown element. If there is an equation given and you have to find the value. Finding unknown matrices, you will be doing the transpose. What is transpose? Get to this word transpose. Transpose is basically, if you remember from your linear equation, it was left hand side to the right hand side to left hand side. Okay. In matrices, if I want to transpose a matrix, I'm going to change the row to a column. That's it. Am I clear? Inverse of a matrix, symmetric and skew symmetric matrix and everything. And proof using mathematical induction. Let's start. As per the definition, I can have anything as a element of a matrix. Now, what is an element of a matrix? Look at this. This particular number, these are the elements of matrix. And it can be anything. It can be a whole number, it can be an integer, it can be a rational number, it can be irrational number, it can be your complex number, everything, anything and everything, it is possible. Right? Are you with me? Let's go further. I've explained you this, the first row, the second column. Going quick now. Definition. As per what is the basic of matrix? Collection of number called elements arranged in rectangle and square. Now, rectangle and square. Can you tell me in this particular matrix, if I'm talking of a rectangle, which one is a rectangle? This is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. This is not a rectangle. And this is a square. And this is a square. You are going to learn square matrix, rectangle matrix. Okay? That is what you're going to learn in this whole thing. Then quick on further. There are various applications, as I told you. It's in engineering, physics, economics, statistics, as well as in various branches of mathematics. So that's the reason why matrices is an important lesson. Order of matrix. I'll not take much. I've already explained you this. M row and N column. And I'm going to read it as M into N. Every time whenever I'm going to write a matrix, it will be in the form of row into column. Oh, 1 minute. I think I should go with some small error. Okay, let's do it. You got the answer, so I will not just take much on this. If a matrix has 8 elements, let's say that there are 8 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is the way that I can write? I can get this way, I can get this way, I can get this way, and I can get this way. Whereas this one represents my row and this one represents my column. With me? Am I going fast? Let me know. Next. I want you to construct a 3 by 2 matrix. 3 by 2 matlab 3 rows and 2 columns. And what is the condition given? The condition given is Aij is equal to half I minus 3j. This is mod. Whenever I'm talking of a matrix, what do I say? A11, A12, A13. And this is a 3 by 2 matrix. So that means there are 3 rows and 2 columns. A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. What is this? This is a form of 3 by 2 matrix. All what I just need to do is substitute this value 1, 1 to get this value into this equation. You are in grade 12. I think you can do it. 1, 2. So in this, I will be 1, J will be 2. In this, I will be 1, J will be 3. Here they are testing you that do you know the row and the column. Oh, sorry, hey, I made a mistake in this blunder. I will change it. You know what I'm supposed to do? It has to be A11, A12, A21, A22, A31, A33. That was my mistake. Now this is a 3 by 2 matrix. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this value in this. Clear? I'm going further. And I'm repeating it, kids. Just WhatsApp me on my number. Okay, you can get my or email me and I will make sure that I share the PPT with you. Right? Going next. Types of matrix. This is what I was talking to you. There are how many types of matrix? We will be looking at each of them one by one. Column matrix, word itself tells you what is column. That means there is only column. There is row matrix. There is only one row, one column. That's it. Okay, something like this. It will look something like this. A column matrix will look something like this. A row matrix will look something like this. A square matrix, we have already studied. If I have got something called as 2 by 2, 3 by 3, it is a square matrix. Diagonal. When is the diagonal going to come? This is the diagonal of a square. Or if I suppose if I'm drawing a rectangle, okay, what is the diagonal? This is the diagonal. That's exactly the word. It's an English word. Scalar matrix, multiplying. Identity matrix, identity 1. That's it. Zero matrix. The value is 0. Okay, let's quickly go through with it. One more thing. My okay. This part. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And the next. I've explained you this. Column, row, 1 by 4, 4 by 1, square. I can have anything in a square matrix. It's an order 3. Diagonal, look at this diagonal, the one which I was talking to. See this? See this? And can you see the other content? All the other contents are 0. All the elements, not the content, the elements. All the elements are 0. This is why it is called as a diagonal matrix. Go next. Scalar matrix. In the diagonal matrix and the scalar matrix, there is a value to the this thing. In diagonal matrix, it was 1, 1, 1. Whereas in scalar matrix, they are given root 3. That it's one number, but it is same number. Identity matrix, single matrix, 1, 1, 1. Zero matrix. All this is from your NCERT textbook. The PPT is being made by NCERT textbook so that it makes your life easy. Equality. When are the two matrices going to be equal? If I say that A is equal to something, B is equal to something, if they are in the same order and each element of A is equal to the corresponding element of B. What does that mean? English words, huh? It means that I have got a matrix 2, 1, 3, 4, and the other one as 2, 1, 3, 4. And I'm saying this is as A and this is as B. I will say A is equal to B if and only if this matches to this matches to this matches to this, and this matches to this. Whereas, okay, in case, let's say, if suppose, if I would have written this number in this form, they are not equal matrices. Going further, do share my video. If I'm able to teach you this lesson, let other kids also get the benefit, getting understanding the basic of what they are learning, and share them the PPT. It's a simple mathematical question. Yes, sir, how? It is a simple mathematical question. Seems to be X. One is, let me check. First of all, the first and the foremost thing, let me check. Are they equal? Okay, they are already given me equal. So I need not check anything. Now, all what I just need to do is that X plus 3 is equal to 0. First equation. Z plus 4 is equal to 6. Second equation. 2y minus 7 is equal to 3y minus 2. Fourth equation. This is my third one. Minus 6 is equal to minus 6. So there's nothing which I need to do on this. A minus 1 is equal to minus 3. I will just solve this. This will be A is equal to minus 3 plus 1. That is A is equal to minus 2. So इसका answer क्या आएगा? What is A? A is coming this. The balance, I think you can solve it. Operations. This part of the video, I think I'll hold on my video for the first phase. I'll be continuing this video second time. Thank you very much, kids. Do give me your feedback that how is the video, because your feedbacks are very important and that helps me to make more videos and teach maximum kids, trying to make maths an easy lesson and making sure that you score the best of the marks. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.